about the Inter back again with another video to preview the semifinals in Cincinnati Masters and to talk a little about the match that we saw yesterday. It was pretty much what I expected. All the players besides one got through to the semifinals, and the other match that didn't went as I expected, and the match I'm thinking about is, of course, Daniil Medvedev versus Roberto Bautista Agut, RBA. That match, of course, could have gone either way. It was not like I was shocked that RBA won, actually, to be quite honest. Absolutely not. I was not confident in Medvedev coming through. I just had Medvedev as slight favorite, and it gave him the slight edge to come through. And of course, he could have come through. It was a dead even match. Both of the players won 176 points each. So none of them won more points than the other. So they won the same kind of points. Medvedev won 176 points. RBA won 176 points. But like we all know, we who watch tennis, that the player who is most efficient, the player who takes more the chances, he will win. The player who is most clutch. That's why Djokovic is so unbelievably good as a tennis player. Not only that he is complete, he has everything in his arsenal, but he's so clutch on big points. If you want to beat Djokovic, do it. Beat him in straight sets. Beat him before he is in that decider set, because if he gets you to that decider set, you will be dead meat. He will eat you like breakfast. Just ask Roger Federer. He really knows about that very much. Medvedev had in this match 20 breakpoint opportunities. He only took 5 of them. 25% he was on the conversion on breakpoints. So he braked RBA's serve 5 times out of 20 chances. So he could have been better there. He really could have been better there, in my opinion. But Medvedev was returning not superb in this match, in my opinion. He was standing way too far back. I don't know why he stands that, because all respect to RBA's serve, but he isn't any John Isner or Karlovic or Query or whatever. He isn't that kind of server. He is a decent server, but he doesn't have any superior serve. But despite that, Medvedev was standing way far back, and RBA was punishing him. He really punished him. That's why Medvedev only braked 5 times out of 20 opportunities. And on the other hand, RBA, he had only 11 breakpoint opportunities. 11, but he braked as many times as Medvedev, 5 times. He was even with Medvedev on breakpoints, on breaking serves, but he had much less chances. So in the end, RBA was much more efficient on breaking serve. He was 45% on breaking Medvedev's serve, and Medvedev was only 25%. So that was the match, guys. There you have it. There you have why Medvedev lost. He lost because he was less efficient on taking his chances, like it is always the case when a match is dead even, like this one was. All right, so Medvedev RBA come through that one. Then RBA now will face Novak Djokovic, who didn't have any kind of trouble against Struff, like I expected. Djokovic is the man to beat here now. I was stupid to have Djokovic as my number 2nd favorite for this title. I don't know if I'm more disappointed in team's performances a couple of days ago, or if I'm more disappointed in my prediction to predict team winning the title. I'm more disappointed in myself, to be quite honest. How could I ever predict a team winning? The guy has only won 1 Master 1000 title in his career. Only 1. Djokovic over 30. I don't know. I'm stupid sometimes. Anyway, Djokovic, he didn't have any kind of problem with Struff. Like I expect. Look, guys, Djokovic, he loves these serve bumps. these serve boots. He really loves them because he's the greatest serve returner of all time. Do you know how many second serves Struff won in percentage? Do you know that? I'm going to tell you now. He only won 29% percentage of his second serves, Struff. And why is that the case? We all know why. Because Djokovic is the greatest serve returner of all time. He punishes his opponent's second serves. He even punishes your first serves, but of course, much more your second serve, because we all know that it is pretty obvious that it is much harder to return a first serve than it is a second serve. And Djokovic has so bloody good timing. He's so flexible. He has so good reaction. He finds his spots. That's why it is not any coincidence whatsoever why we call Djokovic the greatest serve returner of all time. If you don't have power, if you don't find your spots in your second serve, he will make you pay. He will make you pay. And he made Struff pay. 6-1, 6-2. There you have it. And Struff won only 29% behind the second serve. And another way, how many percentage did Djokovic win behind the second serve? 60%. What a difference. He wins double more behind the second serves what Struff does. That depends on two things. Djokovic is a much better returner than Struff, of course. And Djokovic finds his second serves spots better than Struff. Struff has a harder second serve, yeah, but he doesn't find the spots as good as Djokovic. So there you have the reason. Not so much to talk about this match. Djokovic, much better player than Struff. Much better player. That's why Struff has never defeated Djokovic. Djokovic loves these serve bombing guys. He loves them because they cannot handle Djokovic from the baseline. Djokovic is a baseline grinder. He loves to grind you down from the baseline. He can make winners as well. Man, I was impressed from Djokovic forehand. Djokovic forehand, it's reminding me from the 2011 time when he was in his peak. He really is penetrating that ball. He's smashing that ball. These courts are helping him as well. That's why I've always said fast courts helps Djokovic's game. He can make more winners because Djokovic doesn't have easy time creating winners on slow surface. He cannot create offense. He's not, because he doesn't hit the ball as hard as Federer or Nadal. But this court is helping Djokovic. It's really helping him. And that's why Djokovic, he just crushed Struff. He really crushed him. And that's why Djokovic loves to face serve rockets like Struff, Isner, Karlovic, Raonic, you name it. Now he will have another test in RBA. I will talk about that match later. Then we have the third quarterfinal between Stefanos Tsitsipas and Opelka. Opelka, he gave up in the 11th game. He had some kind of pain. But I was never doubting Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas would have defeated Opelka in tiebreaks like he did with John Isner. So it was not so much to do for. It is not so much to talk about this match. It was an even match, but Opelka he couldn't finish the match. He had pains and things like that. But Tsitsipas would have won this match anyway. And then we have the fourth match between Raonic and Filip Krajinovic. That was a dead even match. It was as even as the RBA Medvedev match. It could have really gone either way. This Filip Krajinovic is a really good guy. He's really a great ball striker. He really is a really talented player. I cannot believe that he has never won an ATP Tour title yet in his career. But he's young, so I'm sure he will win one. A couple sooner or later. That will happen. He had a match point against Raonic. Not on his serve, in Raonic's serve, so that it is not easy to win a match in Raonic's serve when he's serving. So Raonic, he came away from that. He really escaped this match. Because Filip had Raonic only on his jaws, but Raonic, he just escaped away with his serve, even though that he missed that first serve when Filip had that match point. But Raonic has a great second serve as well. So and Raonic in the end just was little stronger than Philip, but Philip could definitely won this match as well. He was superb, especially in the first set. He just crushed Raonic in the first set. He just ran away with that first set, but then Philip just came down little on his level, and Raonic just came up a little more and won the second and third set. Man, Raonic has a really great forehand. He really has great serve. His backhand has improved, but I'm not impressed with Raonic returns. Those has never been good, and still are not. But Raonic came through in a way. In the end, he deserved it, but Philip would have deserved it that victory as well. But like I said, in these close matches, 1 point here and there will decide the winner, who is the most clutch one. Raonic was in this match against Philip. Orbe was in his match against Medvedev. Alright guys, and the Djokovic match against Struff. Djokovic was in cruise control. It was never an even match there. And Tsitsipas, Opelka, it was an even match until Opelka stopped playing and was forced to withdraw from the match. Alright guys, now we have the semifinals preview. Yeah guys, we have the first one I want to talk about is Milos Raonic against Stefanos Tsitsipas. They have faced each other only one time. It was earlier this year in Australian Open. And I remember in that match, I predicted Tsitsipas to defeat Milos Raonic. And Raonic, he proved me wrong. He defeated Tsitsipas in straight sets. So, will I go against Raonic in this match as well, like I did in Australian Open? Yeah, guys, I will do it. I just feel that Tsitsipas, he has the. It is not a 5-set match here now. All right, first of all, the court is really fast, and that is an advantage for Tsitsipas, but it is an advantage for Raonic as well. So this court really suits both of them. Raonic will win a lot of points with his serve. I think Raonic did 24 aces against Philip. I think that he will do pretty much many aces against Tsitsipas as well. For sure over 15, for sure, maybe even over 20, but for sure over 15, I believe Raonic will do aces against Tsitsipas as well. But Tsitsipas has improved his returns. I believe that Tsitsipas is a better returner than Filip Krajinovic. So I think that Tsitsipas will take his teeth a little more in Raonic serves, what Philip did. I think that Philip braked Raonic serve only 2 times. Which is pretty good. But the difference was there. Raonic also braked Philip's serve only 2 times. But the difference was that Philip braked Raonic serve those 2 times only in 1 set, and it was in the first set. Raonic did it in 2 sets, the second and the third set, and that was the difference, and that's why Raonic defeated Philip. But I think that Tsitsipas for sure will break Raonic serve at least 2 times, like Philip did. If Philip could break Raonic serve 2 times, I think that Tsitsipas will do it as well, at least 2 times. And the thing here will be now, will Raonic break Stefanos serve 2 times, like Philip did? I'm doubtful about that, to be quite honest, because Tsitsipas has a better serve than Filip Krajinovic. So I believe that considering all this, I just feel that Tsitsipas will be the stronger one here. Even though that Tsitsipas has never defeated Raonic, but they have faced each other only 1 time, like I said, in Australian Open this year, and Raonic was the stronger one there and won in straight sets. I just feel that Tsitsipas, he looks solid. He is not looking superior. The player that looks superior here in Cincinnati is only Djokovic. Nobody else is looking superior. But Tsitsipas is looking solid. He's looking sharp. He's looking focused. He's looking composed. he's looking dedicated. So I think that Tsitsipas will be the stronger one here and defeat Raonic and take himself to that Cincinnati Master 1000 final. Then we have the other match between Novak Djokovic and RBA. The head-to-head here is 8-3 to Djokovic. RBA has defeated Djokovic 3 times. 2 times last year in Miami and in Doha, and 1 time in Shanghai, I believe in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. 3 years ago, 2017 or 2016, one of those years. I don't remember exactly. So all of RBA's victories against Djokovic has been in hard courts, which I am not surprised. In my opinion, hard court is RBA's best surface, even though that he is Spaniard. I've talked about this before. He loves playing hard courts. He plays really flat like Medvedev. He doesn't give you many high bounces where you can hit the ball on your striking zone. So Djokovic doesn't like playing this kind of opponents. I talked about this earlier in this video. Djokovic loves to play serve rockets, serve ball bumps, not players like who takes the ball, who doesn't do mistakes, who takes the ball who takes the ball with flat shots like Medvedev, like RBA. And players who can grind, who can give Djokovic the same medicine what Djokovic does to other players. He will not give Djokovic many free points. Djokovic will really need to work hard to defeat RBA, because RBA is just so solid from the baseline. RBA is a worse version of Djokovic. So Djokovic will feel like he's facing himself when he will play RBA. Tomorrow, tomorrow when he will face RBA, and Djokovic knows this, because it is not the first time he will face RBA. But I just feel that Djokovic is a better player. Djokovic is a 17 Grand Slam champion for a reason. He is the world number 1 for a reason. He has looked superior in this tournament so far for a reason. He is a better returner than RBA. He serves better than RBA. The baseline game, he is even better there, but not with much, to be quite honest. RBA can really challenge Djokovic from the baseline. He can do it. I will go with Djokovic. I just can't go against Djokovic. I just can't do it. I can't. But will I be surprised if RBA defeats Djokovic? I will not be shocked. I would have been shocked if Struff would have defeated Djokovic, because serve rockets doesn't defeat Djokovic. They just don't do it. They don't have good enough of returns. They are not good enough from the baseline. They don't have good of. They just cannot handle Djokovic from the baseline. They are not good enough from the baseline. Serve rockets. They are not good enough returning second serves. They just are not. RBA is a solid serve returner. RBA is a great baseline player. RBA has a decent serve. RBA is great physically. Djokovic will not wear RBA down physically. So RBA will give Djokovic a run for his money. I really believe that. But will I predict RBA defeating Djokovic? No. I just can't do it. Will I be shocked if RBA defeats Djokovic? No. Of course not. Will I be a little surprised? Yes, little. Not much. Not much. Because RBA can really take it to Djokovic. He really can do it. But I will give my edge. I will go with Djokovic defeating RBA. I really will do. I just can't go against Djokovic. He's the player who has looked most superior of all the players in this Cincinnati 1000 tournament, and he's actually the player who has not lost a match this year so far, in this strange year that we have had so far. Yeah, he has lost 1 match in Adria Tour against Filip Krajinovic, I believe. But I don't count that. That doesn't count. That was an exhibition tournament. But when it comes to official tournament, where ranking counts, when money is on the stage, he has not lost one single match so far this year. And I don't think he will lose to RBA either. I just don't think. But like I said, I would not be shocked if RBA proves me wrong. I really would not be shocked. So my predictions in the semifinals are Djokovic defeating RBA and makes it to the Cincinnati Master 1000 final, and Tsitsipas defeating I forgot now. Tsitsipas defeating Raonic and makes it to that 1000 Masters final and facing Djokovic in that final. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care and bye bye.